who's this?
Hello everybody, welcome to a very spooky video from us. We're going to be talking about... Yeah, he's a ghost. He's a skeleton. I'm the governor from The Walking Dead. We're going to be talking about some horror movie classics and some recent gems that have come up that have soiled our pants and made us cower under the sheets. So let's get into them. So Jonathan, for a classic, what do you got for us today?
I have a American Werewolf in London, which is
Alright.
an absolute classic of a horror film. It has one of the best prosthetic werewolf changing scenes ever.
It absolutely does. It's just really a grotesque and horrifying scene.
I think one of the highlights of that specific scene is basically when they pen over his back and you see the individual vertebrae
Just
all
popping
out.
It's
Yeah, and
disgusting.
it's all practical effects.
Yeah.
Which is
Absolutely.
great. But not only that, this movie really balances the horror and comedy element very well, because it's a very funny movie, and that was very surprising for this time, especially since it also had some really scary moments.
It seemed to pave the way for the rest of the horror movies
For
preceding it.
just at least
I
for
mean,
werewolf movies.
for werewolf.
Alright, as for myself, I want to talk about Reanimator, the cult classic, I believe 1984 movie with Jeffrey Combs, I think it is, about, listen, let me tell you about Reanimator. It's about this medical student whose roommate is bringing people and things back from the dead. Now, it achieved its cult status by its gore, its comedy. Let me say about the gore. The gore it's so over the top and ridiculous.
Of course,
And
Ethan.
it's so over the top and ridiculous, and it makes no sense.
He loves Sharknado, guys.
I love it. I unironically love Sharknado. It's so over the top and grotesque and bloody. It's just such a good time, especially if you're a fan of sort of zombie monster movies. Then I think you'll enjoy it. So, Alex, what classic do you have for us today?
So, I have Pet Sematary.
Hell yeah!
This movie was absolutely terrifying when I saw it. I was younger than I am now.
Of course.
And
That's how time works.
I think the old horror movies definitely did the best because they were practical effects, just like this one definitely was practical. It was downright creepy, it had little off tones, and it was not cliche whatsoever.
Okay.
Definitely an original movie that had its own little spin-offs. First I play with mommy, first I play with daddy, now I play with you.
Nice. I personally, I'm gonna say the thing everyone hates. I prefer the book
Really?
by Stephen King
Oh.
I never read it.
because I'm that guy who has to say that.
Dang.
But I still love the movie.
Look, everybody, Ethan is that guy.
I'm that guy! Now that we've talked about the classics, let's talk about the recent ones that have made us poop our pants. So Jonathan, recents, what have you got?
This year, a really interesting horror movie came out. It's called It Follows, and it was made off a budget of I think $3 million, and
Yeah,
it's
very
a
low
very,
these days.
Wow.
very cool concept. All this is basically this thing that can be anyone or anything, and it follows you, and it can walk. It can't run
I
or
saw
anything.
part of that.
Exactly.
But the catch is that the only way it can kill you is if it touches you. But you have time to run because it
Exactly.
can only walk. It can't run.
It's such an homage to 80s slashers with a twist on it, because usually you see, you can see the killer walking behind the protagonist who's running away.
Michael Myers.
Yes, very Halloween Michael Myers. But this time you know for a fact, this thing is always coming for you. And that, I think, is the scariest part.
And it's definitely cool because it had a little bit of what you can do to prevent it,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
not really seen in horror movies.
Exactly, there is an actual defense against this creature.
And rules that you need to follow.
Exactly, which you don't see a ton in horror movies. Alright, as for myself, I chose the recent movie Creep. Came out in 2014 and is with Mark Duplass and Patrick Bryce, only two actors. It's about a videographer who goes and is paid by another character to go, what are you doing? Alright, that's creepy. Who's paid to go and document this guy's life. He has cancer, and kind of like the movie with Michael Keaton, spooky. And he's paid to go and take a video of him for his unborn son because he's dying of cancer.
Ooh.
And throughout the entire movie, things aren't as what they seem.
Unborn is creepy.
Exactly. Now, I absolutely love the movie just because Mark Duplass's character of Joseph is so, there's no other word for it, but he's so creepy and unnerving. Oh, I forgot to mention, it is found footage. So there's a great reason why, because, you know, a video journalist and all. But Mark Duplass's Joseph is so unnerving and creepy that he's really the whole star of the movie, which is really hard to do when your villain is the star. I know it's done before, but really, props to Creep, because it's so creepy.
It's so creepy.
It's so creepy. All right, Alex. So, recent horror movie. What have you got for us?
I have The Conjuring.
Nice. I haven't seen it.
Really?
I haven't seen it.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Well, because I'm a big baby.
I have to say, part of the reason I choose it is because the hype around this movie was terrifying.
And I'm guessing it fulfilled.
I mean, it did.
Oh wow!
But
absolutely.
I think that it would not have been as scary if the hype wasn't as good, because
Wow.
you know, we were told there were priests that you could see after the movie. You'd get blessed
What?
afterwards. Yeah, you
this
didn't
was
know that?
going crazy.
This
over
was
it.
real?
Yeah, people
Yeah.
were going crazy. And I think that added to the scare factor of this is going to be a really creepy movie.
I had no idea this was happening.
Yeah, for that reason, it stands apart.
I also have to say, for an R-rated movie, this doesn't use the typical blood and gore and whatnot. It really is R for pure terror.
Oh wow.
It is pretty
It's very scary.
unnerving.
Okay.
Even though the hype was super hype, the content was good itself.
Wow. I'm surprised. I'm surprised the horror movie fulfilled its hype.
Yes.
I'm surprised.
And it had good actors, actresses, good scares, not very many pop
That had,
scares. But
that had Patrick Wilson in it, right?
I don't know what he had.
All right, it had
Gee,
Patrick.
so you mean
It had.
Stretch?
It had. Shut up! It had Patrick Wilson in it. I know that.
I don't
That's
know
literally all I know.
actors.
Patrick Wilson's in it.
Okay.
So, let us know how you liked our Halloween special. Make sure to let us know in the comments, and also like this video and subscribe to our awesome channel if you haven't already done so. You can also buy our really cool Stub Masters merchandise
No, we're
at
not wearing-
cafepress.com.
I'm not wearing it because Halloween.
Yeah,
But we look good.
we do.
We all look good. Remember, guys, be safe out there and have a very happy Halloween. Alex, say happy Halloween. Alex, please say happy Halloween to the audience.
Okay, goodbye. All right.
Okay. That was
Adios.
a ghost. That was a ghost. That was a
I'm
ghost.
done.
That was a ghost, man.